Moderation is a process of using standards, evidence, and teacher agreement to achieve consistency of teacher judgment. The process is where teachers compare judgments to either confirm or adjust them. The process involves close collaboration to establish a shared understanding of what an achievement standard looks like in the student's work. Professional conversation about student responses against the achievement standards assists teachers to develop a common understanding of what the standard looks like in student work. Judgments and feedback based on standards, evidence, and teacher agreement enables parents and students to be confident that the judgments teachers make about student achievement are fair and consistent, and that the process is transparent. Teachers of all classes will teach the required curriculum and assess the assessment tasks according to the Guide to Making Judgment, produce the required documentation for the moderation submission, participate in moderation sessions following the professional protocols required, make changes to assessment records in response to the recommendations made by the moderation panel. When do we moderate? Time is scheduled once a term to moderate English and Math. There are 3 steps in the moderation process: before moderation, during moderation, and after moderation. Before moderation, teachers teach the required curriculum and assess students' learning using the Guide to Making Judgments for the assessment task. Teachers will select 3 work samples. These samples should be indicative to the class standards in the 3 levels of achievement. For example, an A, B, or C, which is the preferred range, or if you don't have an A, B, or C, it could be a C, and a D. It is really important that teachers annotate students' work samples to indicate evidence from the student work that supports the levels of achievement. Evidence should link directly to the statements in the Guide to Making Judgment. Attach the Guide to Making Judgment to each sample that you will present, and make copies for the other members in the team. During moderation, adhere to the moderation protocols. Teachers examine the work samples provided, looking for evidence to support the levels of achievement awarded. The process is supported by annotations that link evidence to the standards. The lead teacher responsible will provide an overview of the assessment task to be moderated. The goal is to reach consensus. The panel will peruse the assessment task and the Guide to Making Judgment to reach a consensus on the nature of the task elements. A model response should be provided to clarify. Discussion should focus on the criteria for assessment. Comparisons between work samples should be avoided. After moderation, teachers are responsible to adjust students' assessment criteria to reflect the changes. This may affect all students in a class or only be some of them. You will need to file assessment tasks in the students' folios and note results on each student's profile sheet. Teachers reflect on how to improve their professional practice. It's also very important that teachers provide meaningful feedback to students in accordance with our teaching and learning cycle. The college has a standard of practice for moderation. If you need more help, please don't hesitate to come and speak to us. We are more than happy to help.